What you got to realize, chosen ones, empaths, is the narcissist that was in your life is hugely and severely damaged. They were damaged before you met them, but during the course of the relationship, it's not only you that's broken. They are severely damaged creatures, right? And in most circumstances, they rush forward into these new relationships, and the new supply can feel the energy. You've got to understand, as I mentioned in previous videos, the narcissist is still caught up on you. Remember, even if they discarded you, they've only put you on the shelf. They haven't got rid of you entirely. And this creates them not being able to bond with the new supply. We already know they can't pair bond anyway, but to the best of their capability, this causes a block from them being able to do it by them being caught up on you. Okay? But the narcissist goes off into this new situation with a new supply, and yes, they glorify it. Yes, we know. We've seen it. We've seen them post on social media. They tried to scar our heart. They tried to make us upset. They tried to make us wish for them back. They tried to do all these attempts, right? But we're not going to believe in that, okay? I know it hurts it for momentarily, but once you see behind the veil, you know it's not true. But once you see behind the veil of this illusion, you'll understand that the new supply, whether they're a normal person, most likely they're a narcissist, most likely they're another toxic individual, they're very embarrassed of the narcissist. Severely, they're embarrassed because of the severe damage that the narcissist brings with them. They are broken, yeah? And they're trying to go into this new relationship like they can. It's not possible. It's not possible for it to be all hunky-dory, sunshine and rainbows. It's just not. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. But the new supplier sees through this. They may not bring it to the attention of the narcissist, but they notice some of the patterns of their behavior. They will notice it even more, especially if they are a narcissist. They will see what they're doing, you know. If they've run into another narcissist, then the narcissist is caught up on their old supply just as much as our narcissist is in their lives, caught up on us, okay? And one thing I want you to understand about the new supply concept is a lot of us say, oh, but I was a new supply at one point. No, you wasn't. You was new in their life, but you were different. If you're watching these videos, you're resonating with this message, and it's not just because of me, but I don't make these videos to appeal to everyone like most of the channels do. That's why I talk about the demonic influence of the narcissist. I touch on certain subjects that the truth is not really meant for everybody, okay? So you're cut from a different cloth, okay? And that's why you weren't just anybody that went into the life of the narcissist. You weren't just anyone. You weren't just a regular Joe. And you've got to know your value. You've got to understand that you have been devalued, and hopefully this will be a message that will resonate with you, is because you've been devalued so much you don't see your worth. You don't see the power that you hold. But trust me, time doesn't heal, but in time you will learn how to deal with it, and you'll get your value back. Yeah, you're rebuilding at this moment. You're watching videos like this, you're rebuilding, you're healing, and trust me, this message about, like, just know that, you know, when they're walking down the road together, yeah, it's not even just based on looks. But the narcissist, you might think they're charming and stuff, and we might have been caught by their charm, or we thought they were charming or whatnot, but they're actually not. And a narcissist in their lives, or someone, will notice this when they're moving forward, because you've got to understand that after being with us for amount of years, you know, or months even, we had a very strong impact on them, thanks to God, thanks to the universe, in us being empaths and us being chosen ones. We had a very big impact on their lives. So when they walk forward to this new supply, they're carrying these traits of us, and also the new supply can tell that they're not that interested in them. They also know that they're hearing all the bad stories about us, right? They're hearing all of the stuff about we're toxic, we're this, we're that, we're the bad one. But the new supply, which is probably a narcissist, a psychopath, a sociopath, or just toxic individual in general, knows that the narcissist is full of crap. And this alone makes them uncomfortable. But I wouldn't be surprised if the new supply is just using our narcissist that was in our lives as a bit on the side, you know? Is embarrassed to show them around their friends. Is embarrassed to bring them around their family, you know? Don't think that the narcissist has just ran into something beautiful, you know? They haven't. And even if you've seen them get married or have children, they're both just trying to paper over the cracks. They're the cracks within their own lives. They're just trying to paper over it. But you know what I mean? You can't paper over cracks. You can't paper over cracks. And that's what they're both trying to do. And to be honest, our narcissist is embarrassed as well. Why do you think sometimes you don't even see the social media? Let me have some of my coffee. Hold on. Why do you think sometimes you don't see the social media for months, years, if you're still looking? You don't see it because they're embarrassed of their new supply. They're both embarrassed of each other. Remember, both of them deep down know they're not worthy of love. Both of them deep down know they're not worthy of this. Yeah? So when you've got two people that know they're not worthy of love, because most likely this is a narcissist they've run into, us, another toxic individual, deep down beneath the surface, they're very weak individuals. They're very fragile. And they're both, you know, laying with each other. Oh, God. What a sight. Terrible. Don't even want to think about it. Bunch of weirdos, man. Just trust me. And, like, I'm not even joking, yeah? Both of them is probably being intimate with each other, like pleasuring themselves over thinking about being with us. I'm not being weird here. Trust me, this is what they do. They're very sick and they'll fascinate with their minds, you know. At first, probably when they was in their glory phase of it, we're talking a little bit down the line when these people have gone maybe a couple months in or something. Yes, at first, when they was probably engaging in this, they were pleasuring themselves over the destruction of us with their sinister, sadistic ways, you know. They were probably thinking, they're broken. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. I'm with a new supply. Oh, I'm the happiest I've ever been. And all this crap they feed themselves. But slowly that will break down and wither away, and they'll see the true dimensions of what the relationship really is. And they'll know that, okay? They'll know that. Deep down they know that. But the new supply, oh God, the new supply is embarrassed of them. Like, you know, a lot of them, seriously, like, the new supply will just run out on them. How many times have you seen it? I've read it in the comment section. They leave us for a new supply. The new supply treats them like trash and leaves them on the dirt. You know, you can't do this stuff to people and not expect repercussions. And the universe and God uses us in mysterious ways. And, you know, sometimes the new supply actually brings total destruction to the narcissists. And they'll always remember us as the one that got away, as the one that slipped through their fingers, as that chosen one, that empath, that being of light, that done nothing but love them. And they'll always regret their actions. Some of them will drink themselves to death. Some of them will get involved in severe drug abuse because of the pain they have to deal with in losing us. And people always say in the comments that I'm wrong, right? But it's not that they're missing out on the love. They're missing out on that. They're missing out on everything that we've done for them. They're missing out on the supply. They're looking at the situation by missing us from a very self-absorbed perspective. Okay? Very self-absorbed. It's not like a normal person that misses someone. It's not about that. They're missing what we provided for them. They're missing the supply. They're missing that potent supply. Okay? That's what they're missing. So when these lot try and sit down together and actually try and sit across the table from one another, Oh God, you just trust me. Don't look through the love goggles anymore. Take them love goggles off that you used to look at them in a light, that they're your ex-lover, that they're someone, your soulmate that got away. No, they're not. They're a devil. And these two devils now, yeah, most likely they've run into another devil, are sitting across from each other, trying to entertain each other, where none of them can produce their own supply. They're both devoid of empathy, and they're both embarrassed of each other. They're both embarrassed of each other. You got to realize that some of us have met each other's families. We've been together for periods of time. Their own family members know what they're about. Yeah, their family members may take their side. Their family members may always take their side. But their family members know what they're about. So when they try and bring this new supply around their family members, they're probably thinking, like, if the family members are at least somewhat normal, they're probably thinking, oh God, here we go, here's another one, you know? Trust me, man. Never be caught up on the fact that they've moved on. Do you know what? Seeing them move on is the thing that breaks us free. Seeing them move on so quickly, so rashly, without a second thought, is the thing that breaks us free. Because we can never, ever stoop down low enough to take someone like that back in our lives. They had an opportunity with us. They had a chance. They had this encounter with us. Some of us spent decades with them. But this time come to an end. And this is a beautiful thing once it comes to an end, because it is God. It is the universe separating us. And it is God, and it is the universe making this new supply miserable with them. Making the new supply embarrassed with them, you know. Making them be embarrassed of how they function, how they communicate, how they function, yeah? How they function in this world. It's an embarrassment, you know. And anyone with their head screwed on, you know, we didn't have our head screwed on when we met them. That's why we can pick out so many things now about faults and red flags. And we just tolerated it because we're empathetic, right? That's why people look at us as a soft touch. But once we awaken, I made a video the other day on the supernova. Once we awaken, once we transcend and evolve spiritually, right? There's no stopping us. And that's why we need to keep that door slammed. We need to keep that door in place. We need to not let them back in our lives. We need to rebuild ourselves, you know. We have to rebuild ourselves after this encounter. And that's why we can't take any more knocks. And that's why I'm trying to make you see the true picture behind the veil of what this new relationship means and what the real essence is of it. Okay? It's not what you think it is. You have to look behind the veil. Don't be thinking, oh my God, they went with someone else. Oh no, don't feel like this. They went with someone else and lost their chance of you. They'll be haunted by that. They'll break them down because they're self-absorbed. They ain't getting that potent supply no more. Don't worry about how they portray it. We know the narcissist is an illusionist. We know the narcissist projects all of this fake stuff outwardly to the world. We know they're full of crap. We don't have to believe it. They're a weirdo. Do you see what I mean? They're proper they're proper weirdos, right? And we had these weirdos around our life, you know, and we was taking on traits of them. You've got to understand that by the time we've been discarded or we had to get rid of them, we've took on so many toxic traits that we need to heal from, right? That's why it's good not to rush into a new relationship, because we'll start becoming very toxic ourselves. Take time to heal. Don't worry, it's not a race. Just because they moved on, don't mean you need to just rush out with someone who's probably another narcissist anyway, just because they've done it. Take your time to heal. It's power being alone. If you can stay alone in your own company and enjoy it, write poetry, write a book, develop a business, just chill out even. Just chilling out, you know? Just chilling out and healing yourself. Like, if you can enjoy your own company more than when you was with the narcissist, that's when you know you're on the right path. Once you come to that way of thinking that, yo, I actually enjoy myself and my time now 20 million times more than when I was with the narcissist. That time I was with the narcissist and I enjoyed it, I didn't really enjoy it at all, right? And these lot, on the flip side, in their new supply relationship, they're not enjoying each other's company neither. They're both not enjoying each other's company. Both of them are so full of crap that they'll display to the world that they are. But we know social media is an illusion. And everyone posts everything where they're meant to be happy. But deep down, they're suffering from deep bouts of depression, mental health, and other very serious complications within their own lives. So just know, man, never be caught up on them. As I just said a moment ago, once you get to the point when you actually enjoy your time alone, and it will come, trust me, it's happened to me. Once you get to that place where you enjoy your own company more than being with them, maybe it's time for you to move on. But at least hit that point when you enjoy your own company and you don't want to be codependent in a new relationship. We can't be codependent no more. We can't be reliant on other people to function in the world. That's what God and the universe is teaching us. Stand alone. Power of solitude. Look into it. Look into the power of solitude. It can either make you or break you, right? And I believe all of us are survivors, and we've got what it takes for us to make it through the alone times. Yes, at first you'll feel lonely. Yes, you might feel like they're doing better now. But just see through the veil. See it's an illusion. And see they're both as embarrassed of each other. Yeah. Because they know they're both so toxic. And they both know they're so disgusting. And they both see that within each other. They're both embarrassed of each other. Trust me. They're both embarrassed of each other. And that narcissist in your life wants you back. They wanted you back from a long time ago. And they've never wanted you to realize that they want you back. Why do you think they come down on you like a ton of bricks and made out to the whole world that they don't want you? Or they done something so bad and so vile to make you run away from them? Why do you think they done that? Because they never wanted you to let you know your value. They were hiding you from your value. They were hiding you from what you really are. They were not letting you know what you really are. They saw your potential from before you saw your potential. Okay? Trust me, you've all got potential. And hopefully this message resonates with you and you can use it and utilize it in your life going forward. But anyway, I'll leave the video there. Thanks for watching. And if you, please press the like and the subscribe button. And if you want a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box. Anyway, I'll catch you all soon. Peace.